All right, I just want you to take a peek at my little garden here. These are my pumpkins that I just planted a few weeks ago. So they should be nice and ready for October come harvest. This is a cherry tomato plant here that's growing in the middle of my squash and watermelon. It's got a few little cherry tomatoes on it there. But I tell you what, this butternut squash is just going crazy. Look at it. There's probably 20 foot of just butternut squash that's just taken over everything. And I think next year what I'll do is I'll put it on an arch so that it grows up instead of growing out. But you see all those that I've got? And here's my little tomato patch here, as well as my jalapenos. Got some jalapenos that I picked last night and made some salsa with them. Even that little bitty thing right there with that thing on it. So yeah, I got some tomatoes over there that need to be picked. We're gonna have to make them a little wider next time. We had to tie them up and can't hardly get down between them, but you can see some there that we need to be pulling up. Here's another tomato plant here that I think is a cherry tomato plant. And this is my little surprise flower here. This is the flower the rabbits kept eating the bottoms off. And when it finally got up and got big, I found out it was a different color sunflower. So these tomatoes are growing all out. Got that little bitty watermelon right there. But then, hey, look at this one. Just waiting for those two to get ripe so that I can pick those. There's another little one right there. Hard to see in that sun. Here's where I've been getting some little yellow cherry tomatoes here. Got some weeds here that I need to pull out that came up in some of those holes that I made. So here's my cucumbers. And these cucumbers, I've been getting cucumbers after cucumbers and just lots of stuff. See that weed there needs to go, but yeah, got some cucumbers over there. Got one there that I should have got a long time ago. It's down turned yellow. Oh, there's another yellow one over there in the weeds that I need to get rid of probably. There's a green pepper plant. You can see the green peppers hanging on that. Another one over here. That's where I picked some to add to the salsa that I made last night. Still got some greens here. Got my turnip greens here on this side of the box. Then I've got some mixed greens on this side. Here's a new little tomato plant here. And there's, of course, my beautiful sunflowers that I love. They're just about at the end. You can see some bees and things are still getting them, and some zinnias there. This was greens that we had. We pulled them all up. I'm going to plant some more greens here. We just dumped the potatoes. We planted potatoes in those bins. We just dumped them out here to fill up this the rest of the way. And there's our little harvest of potatoes. Not too bad. Got green beans here that need to be picked. Was planning on doing that today if I have opportunity. Some more green beans over here. I got another pepper plant here. You can see I got a big one there that needs to be picked. Maybe make some more salsa with it. I've got some, I think that's basil. I don't know, it might be cilantro. And then I've got some carrots over here. They are way too thick. Probably not gonna get very big. Well, those are longer than what I expected, so maybe I'll stick those over in my little bucket to take into the house. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe put them in some rabbit stew. So there's my little. Oh, and I've got sweet potatoes that are still coming on over here. They're vining nicely. Probably still got some time for them. This little plant here looks like it needs some rain. This is a habanero, so I don't need much. I just got one plant there. Hope it doesn't get over here into my sweet potatoes. That would be awful if they got into my sweet potatoes. So still very happy with my ground cover and my raised beds. So this is the time of year that it's definitely worth all of that work we've been putting into it. But man, it would be nice if those tomatoes would just jump off that vine and can themselves. Same with these green beans. Spent a few late nights just taking care of them so that we could have them to freeze. So, well, that's it. Thank you very much for your interest.